opening the chat. Everything is great. Hello to everyone. Different cities, different countries. Huge sparks. Huge sparks. Everything and anything. Just amazing. So, my name is Dmitry Polzunov. We are glad to welcome you today to our weekly Zoom meeting called Weekly Summary, where today we will find out what happened last week from different perspectives, who did well, and accordingly, what awaits us in the coming week. So, let's get started. First is the constant segment product news. I remind you, the IT company NV Global is very actively developing its product offerings. And those who are especially involved here, not just for a day, not two, not three, you can directly on your phones, on your computers, every day, every week, observe all our updates that come so that you can all continue to use the juiciest, the most modern, the most energetic products that are needed to provide everyone with a luxurious and maximally comfortable entry into the crypto industry. In general, even for any complete beginner, totally green. So, what's happening with Naval Finance? So, we have removed the crypto lot. It is no longer an active part of the system. At the moment, it is still unclear whether it will be redesigned and reconnected in the future, or it will work as a separate product, or some other aspects, but a sacred place is never empty. We have a new product that is already actively working, and that is NVPN. A new VPN service product has been added to the main page. I draw your attention to the fact that it can already be downloaded. I, as a happy user of Android, here it is, NVPN. Please, I will now show you how it all works. Trendy, modern, youthful. What is this? This is it. Now I blur and take the background. Look. Trendy, beautiful, turned it on, turned it off, chose a country. Please, we have different corresponding countries. There are several of them here. It works, and at the same time, it accumulates time, friends, and it accumulates the time you spend connected to our product. What's the nuance? I think in the foreseeable future, we will explain how exactly this can affect your well-being, beautiful smile, and confidence in the future. This is the accumulated time spent in NVPN. So expect separate updates about this. For now, you can download and use it. Fast, high speed, very convenient VPN, works well, perfectly, absolutely free. For any of our users, even if a person wants to register, the first thing you do is download NVPN. You say, register using the company's product. Please, so that the person immediately understands clearly that it's not just bonsoir, mon ami, Jocelyn. So that the person clearly understands that this is, without any doubt, a company with real products. From the very first moment, from registration, it's very, very great. Also, a person can not buy separate VPNs, not bother with anything else. They can just use their favorite YouTube or other resources. They can freely use Instagram and so on. It's all great. Therefore, VPN is something that has become extremely relevant worldwide over the past few years. And we are as relevant as possible, trendy, and developing. So friends, talk about this. Share this with your acquaintances, your friends, and all those who are still thinking about whether to join the company or still wait and see. By the way, here's a great tip right away. Every time when you reach out to your acquaintance who wants left to think it over, you can roughly show yes. You say, for example, well, you think for 2 months you would have already earned, for example, $200 if you had invested, for example, $1,000 or something else. No. No need for VPN. Why go to the link? Go to Play Market, being there, you could download VPN for yourself. Now I will check. I will check, friends, because I think I downloaded it from there. So yes, exactly. It is right in the Play Market. VPN secure, VPN during time. Yes. Everything is great. So please don't confuse me. And we are also developing a Telegram bot and a mini application. Yes, I remind you. So let's move on. Now, friends, let's move on. On the BITNEVEX exchange, what's happening on the BITNEVEX exchange? It's the development of a new interface. So look, what's happening here? I'll quote a leader from Chelyabinsk who joined BITNEVEX and said, wow, yes, it's become much more lively. The design has become much more lively and so on. It's clear that the usability of the BITNEVEX exchange is being updated and improved. It really feels like the exchange is reaching a state where it can be quite competitive as a standalone product. And this is important because, as you probably remember, we have always said that we need to create products not only for our partners who have a certain level of loyalty, but also for those people who simply use exchanges. It should be interesting for them too, and not just exchanges, but other products as well. So friends, stay tuned, share, and spread the word. This is a great opportunity to share with your network. Let's move on. NV by Wallet, the saga with the App Store continues. Friends, the App Store has rolled out additional requirements. Necessary changes are currently being implemented in the code to ensure the application meets the latest requirements. So it could pass moderation in the App Store. It seems like these are the final adjustments, and in general, we should, in the very near future, all of this should be implemented. I will ask the esteemed moderator to write what it's called NVPN secure VPN and earn time. There you go. Like that. Next, Apple is somewhat monopolistic, so they kind of want something there, something else they want. Nevertheless, it's still a big step forward. I remind you that I even feel a bit uncomfortable for iPhone users. We have many of them too, and maybe even more. And here's the thing, because the company Apple is kind of resisting a bit here and there, yes, there are temporary inconveniences, but at least in fact we have a working product. Next, look, as we have already mentioned, we all live in a social space, in the space of social media, and each of you, even if you don't manage your own page or anything else, you most likely have an account on VK, Instagram, and some on Facebook, and certainly YouTube. And it turns out that all these tools are dormant. They are literally dreaming of how they will help you make money, how they will help you build a large structure. But unfortunately, they might be waiting for a long time to make sure it doesn't take that long. A new channel is being launched to teach social media management. Ask your senior partners for the link, add the channel, be active, get accustomed, and so on. Right now, we are temporarily filling it. And over time, there will be very interesting innovations that will allow you to make your social media a reliable assistant for you. Therefore, this is a wonderful step by the company to provide you with even more income opportunities. Next, what else happened last week? The 4-step school was conducted. The main steps of team building were covered there. Look here. What is the value of our training? That many of the moments that occur there, especially when other people are involved, happen very naturally or natively, meaning without preparation or anything else. That is, the main speaker, of course, prepares the slides, you can clearly see, and everything else, but it's important to understand that every network marketer, a professional, is a professional because they go through a large number of possible scenarios. Well, like pancakes that turn out lumpy. And that's why I want to recommend you watch the school, because there you will see, firstly, the structure, how to launch a newcomer and how to interact with a newcomer, even how to call and even why, to walk during the call. Think about it. Why do you need to walk during the call? And this is an important point. And even if you see some blunders there, you know, it's a sign of a natural product, because only faux leather or some kind of plastic has a perfect pattern. Everything that is most expensive and natural is unique, like fingerprints. Therefore, understand, watch, and delve into it. And make sure to attend all the schools. This is very important. Even if you think you know everything. Even if you think you don't particularly need it. Because many things that are discussed in schools are very well applicable in a vast number of different types of interactions with people. For some at work, for others, just everything that can be done through interaction with communication. This is essentially about our schools, because we teach effective communication. The things we apply to network marketing, you can easily convert into making acquaintances, building connections, bargaining correctly somewhere, and so on. This is a very useful thing. Each school carries a value that will allow you to either earn or save money. And that's also good. So, moving on. I would also like to specifically highlight Artem Yerzina. Artem. So, can we give Artem the floor directly? This was also a moment just now. Artem doesn't know that we want to bring him in. Please give Artem Yerzina broadcasting rights. Hello, Artem.
Moment of humor.
Instantly. Here, now let me in. We have a working environment here. I'm in touch. How good is it? Huh? A lot of people have noticed that a lot has changed for you. You've become quite prominent. You started to energize, inspire. And if a long time ago, many things you said were professional, clear, and competent, but as if lacking the proper spark, then something happened. Artem, please tell us, what happened in your life that made you start moving actively, very actively developing, growing, and building a team?
Now you're playing it out. The sound, Yura is sitting in the background. Otherwise, I hear myself everywhere. How much more can I take?
This, damn, it's like never before, Artem. We are here and there transmitting.
Yes, indeed, a lot has changed. To be honest, really honestly, I went through certain very strong life challenges, drama. I saw my mom and dad off to continue their journey. I shared some of my moments in the last broadcast. And in this dark realm, I saw something bright, something wise. Kindness, more love, some care. And now I just live as I live. I wake up, I have come alive. And when I go to sleep, it's as if I'm not there anymore. And my day is as full as possible with what I love to do, guys. I swear, I'm in my place. I don't care what anyone says. I'm in this industry. I love it. It's my mission. And I'm like a match. Every day it burns out. I absolutely don't care who votes for me or against me. There. Likes or not, I'm doing what I love. And right now, it's full throttle here. I am just as I am. I fully dedicate myself to people. In chat media, I communicate with people. I have huge changes in my personal life, huge changes in my professional life. Oh my God, just thank you for all of this. And the best gratitude is the result, and the result is visible. It doesn't need to be written or invented. Here I am, just as I am, and I am fully conveying to you the following message. Don't you dare pity yourself. Don't you dare doubt yourself. Don't you dare make yourself a victim. Oh, I'm so miserable. Poor me. Feel sorry for me. I was like that, I swear. Yes, I went through that. Don't you dare wear a crown thinking you're cool. Coolness is improving every moment, every second, how decently you conduct work, conversation, communication, how environmentally friendly you are, how honest, kind, and how much you engage in your favorite activity. That's it, meaning I am in my place. Therefore, I wish for all of you to find your point. Well, okay, we are all here, adults, the G spot, found our own, like this hop, you turned it on and it jolted you. Or it either exhausted you, this life that exists, or you strive so much for some kind of peak, that's all. I answered my question that I have a goal, a dream. I like the material world. I want money. I want a luxurious life. I want children. I want a new family. I want to travel. Yes, there is a tool, guidance, a team. Such guys, my goodness. Now it's just full throttle. That's it.
Thank you, Artem. Thank you, Artem. Even your bald head is inspiring, actually. That's it. Magnificent, magnificent, powerful, bright, strong. Thank you very much, and thank you for... Look, friends, really, Artem was unprepared. And if you ask a person, well, just like that, pulled out of context. And he speaks as if from the heart. That's valuable. Thank you very much, Artem.
Dimchik.
Okay, I'm here. I turned off your sound. Artem, please turn on the sound. Please turn on the sound.
Can you hear me now? Now, Dima? Guys, without going into details, go Dima Polzunov, Zhenya Pshenitsyn. With these guys, I've been through thick and thin, and I trust these guys. These are great wolves, experienced tigers who have survived, who not only got burned, but also a company. Lost $1,000. Oh, a team of 100 people. These are people who were burned alive and are now phoenixes. These are enormous trials they have been through and are going through. And here we have such people, we have such a team who, like phoenixes, this is life. Sometimes life throws them into a grinder, but such a team and leadership have survived and continue to survive and have found love, not becoming embittered with life, neither in negativity nor in anger. They reveal this through decent actions.
So, Dim, let's keep our spirits up. We'll break through. Let's go, guys. Thank you, Artem. That was me. That was already news for me. All right. Now, well, if I lose weight, I'll be the Phoenix. But for now, you can call me the fiery airship. All right, let's move on. What else is being prepared for this week? We will have the opening of offices in Chelyabinsk. The opening of offices in Chelyabinsk. You will learn more about this throughout the day. As far as I understand, it's tentatively set for 2 p.m. on April 24th, though there might be some adjustments. If you have acquaintances in Chelyabinsk, feel free to come and invite them. Sign them up. Let them come. The office will be open. We will interact and work, but it won't be for long because then we're leaving and I'll tell you where we're going now. So, do you know what this office in Chelyabinsk is about? It's actually a kind of creation, or because there are probably very few people in the Chelyabinsk team who haven't contributed anything to this office. Because someone brought a TV, someone brought their own desks, someone worked, someone painted. I even had thoughts about what to do there, for example, with another one of our partners. We took down the sign and there and boarded up one wall with planks, literally with our own hands, and everyone participated financially. Again, it's really our, as they say, place of power, and there. It's very cozy, very cozy. Yes, so if you are around during these times on these dates in Chelyabinsk, drop by. So, moving on. So, next, our team and I are organizing a joint training retreat at a country base near Chelyabinsk. It will be fun. I sincerely recommend each of you to gather your team and go out as well, somewhere in nature. There is currently a high demand for nature among people. To get out, have heartfelt conversations, socialize, sit by the campfire, grill some meat, and so on. In fact, make use of these moments. The May holidays are coming up. Spend them with your teams, with those people who are dear and valuable to you, and so on. Be sure to listen to this. Yes, we will hold our own, but it would be great if such team-building events and gatherings were launched all over Russia. That's really wonderful. So, let's move on. We also had an event in Sochi on the 19th. There, accordingly, Almir Mingazov was present. Let's congratulate Almir on finally being released by Turkey. And he, just like someone steamed after a Turkish bath, not too early, not too early, not too early, not too early, dove into work. Very great, charged, powerful, energetic. And I understand that somewhere there, I think, a new presentation was even showcased. We will find out about this a little later, but nevertheless, ahead, we will have a new presentation, new slides, a new, even slightly different delivery, and so on. So, let's move on. Also, continuing, the saga with Almir Mengazov, the top leader of the company. I would like all of you. He has already left, Natalia. He has already left and is working on everything. Therefore, let's do without any reproaches. So, in Crimea, Svobody Street, 4B, announcement you will see. Accordingly, we will also have the first presentation in Crimea, Almir Mengazov. This will take place on April 23rd, Wednesday at 3 p.m. Moscow time. There is a possibility that it will be broadcasted, but this information has not been confirmed yet. If anything, be ready to check out the broadcast. So, moving on. News topics are piling up. Look at this wonderful gentleman, Ildar Konakov. Many of you, everyone who was in Turkey have seen him. He is a person who is very soulful, very warm, and at the same time, a rapidly developing leader. And Crimea is in his structure. Even several other countries are in his structure. He is so quiet, calm. But those who were at the event remember when he was speaking. He gave a speech congratulating Almira, if I recall correctly. At the event in October, November, which he attended, and previous ones in Turkey, he came out clearly, competently, explained everything beautifully, and at the same time, well, probably spent about 2 weeks making excuses to avoid going on stage. He is very modest, very shy, but an effective person. Everything works out wonderfully for him. And as is the case with the company's leaders, he received an auto bonus, and the video accordingly also shows a magnificent car, simply a car. I'll be honest, I rented one like that, and I really liked it. This story, it's just a spaceship. I call it an Imperial landing shuttle. A space one. A very well-equipped car. It has a ton of options. It's big, convenient, comfortably all-wheel drive. It really delivers. Minivan? Hyundai Staria. The latest generation Hyundai Staria. Oh, very expensive. I rented it. We went to Cappadocia with the whole family, along with some friends who flew in. A lot of space, very comfortable, cool, amazing car, and very prestigious. In Russia, they cost a fortune. There, in Turkey, however, as well. So, therefore, we congratulate our space pilot. Old lady, yes. Old woman? I think it's old. There. Congratulations to Ildar. And I'll say right away to all friends who say, I also want an auto program, what the essence of the auto program is. The auto program implies that you buy, take, invest a certain fixed amount for 6 months, and after 6 months you receive X2. This option is currently unavailable, and it is now being outlined how it will work. But I'll say right away, you will be able to get such a privilege only if you are actively developing a business with the company NV Global. Or for 8 months, yes. So in general, this is being revised now. Some aspects, but you need to be a true leader with a structure, create volumes, be at all events, fulfill promotions, in general, move and develop, so that it is immediately clear that the company rewards you well. So, therefore, there will also be many of your starships. Be in the company, be in the context. Let's move on. Well, let's move on to our fine fellows. Let's move on to our fine fellows of all genders and ages. So, let's go. We have a rank promotion. I'll say right away, friends, not everyone who is there made it, because not all curators submit lists of responsibly. I remind you, for your person or you, if you have been promoted, you must send an application to the moderator in a specific format with a photo, with all the details, so that you can be congratulated. I know that we have many more wonderful people who achieve bonuses, but nevertheless, we don't know about all of them because we want the submitted information. So, congratulations on the 3rd rank. Yuri Rempel, yes. He received his first bonus of $250 from the company. An additional license. That's really great. Maria Kokorina, congratulations to her as well. Well done. 5th rank. Total bonus $750. Roman Yurchenko, who, for some time in the most unceremonious manner, practically settled in the company's office. And it turned out that everyone can do this, friend, but everyone can do this. So take the opportunity to come, communicate, do all this, or meet the conditions to do it entirely at the company's expense. Roman, big respect to you. Congratulations on the new rank. All right, moving on. We have Amina Kayumova, 6th rank. Total bonus of $1,750. Wow, all right, that's already really good money. Moving on. Maria Chernisheva, $1,750. Congratulations. Look at this, right? Such different people of all genders, all ages, different backgrounds, and so on. We are different, but everyone succeeds. This is very important because strength is not in uniformity. Strength is precisely in diversity. So, Asya Bektimirova, huge congratulations from the company. $1,750. 6th rank. Come on, go for it. Move forward. A very big thank you to all of you, our wonderful careerists. Let's call it that. A big, big respect. Next, and the completion of the promotion. We have 2 more people who completed the promotion. And if Kayumova Railia, let's be honest, it's not her first time. Kayumova Railiu, I personally remember she completes the promotion with enviable regularity, as far as I understand. Sergei Yeshkov, this is his. I observe him in the chat. He spent a long time watching, observing, and now he has started to very actively build a network. And Sergei, a special thank you to you. A special thank you to you. You are a wonderful example of a person who, for a long time, well, in short, took a long time to get started, but then quickly got going. Let's put it that way. I might be wrong, but I think that's the case. Sergey, please write, or are you the mentor, Sergey? Is that correct? I understand that he was slowly progressing for a long time and then suddenly took off. Please write in the chat. Sergey has a whole very cool team of senior mentors, so we really need to Excellent. Oh, yes. Well, let's give the floor without any problem. Sergey, if you write in the chat, we will even know exactly to whom to give the floor. If Railia is here, then also somehow mark it. To be honest, Zilia, I would be delighted to give the floor, but we don't have anyone in the chat. Sergey Yeshkov. So, all right, if anything, later let's move on. Presentations. We will have online presentations in this wonderful calendar segment that makes up this week. We have the debut of Irina Menshova at the presentation tomorrow. Irina Menshova is a person of energy. This is a person who is, well, just an unstoppable tank. She is a person who can grab a passerby and sign them up in the most cynical way. So tomorrow she will participate in the presentation. A person with powerful energy, a very assertive person. She will be a little nervous, it's her debut, but nevertheless, let's support her. And I am sure that this naturalness will help. For many people to hear a person who is a complete novice, it's really great, and she has good results. She has a large team, so Irina Menshova is doing a great job. And Yuri Bro is a real firecracker. There's no doubt about it. And Yuri Bro is a person who, well, how can I put it? Is a person who signs up entire continents, no less. A person who is very loyal to the company. For a long time from the very beginning, things weren't working out, but now he is rapidly gaining momentum. And that's really great. In reality, because some people can get involved quickly, while others need time. So, if you are not yet achieving big results, even though you are trying, then remember that you just need to keep going. Over time, you will experience a completely different movement. Countries will be signed up, other cities will be in your city, and so on. Yura is doing a great job, and tomorrow there will be a very interesting tandem. I know the guys are preparing. It will be really great. And accordingly, on Thursday, Alexandra Baumgärtner, a person who is doing it for all of us. He wakes up and goes to bed on a different schedule because he is in the faraway country of Paraguay, lost between Colombia and Uruguay. If that doesn't make it any easier for you, I'll tell you that it's very far from here. It takes about 45 hours to fly there with layovers. And during that time, during those 45 hours with layovers, NV Global's business is developing there. And Alexandra Baumgartner will give a presentation on Thursday. She is one of the leaders who hasn't missed a single offsite event and consistently achieves strong, powerful results. Therefore, when such a Robinson is thrown onto a deserted island, everyone there will be walking around with crypto wallets. That is truly powerful. And I also want to talk about one simple thing. He never misses planning meetings, presentations, or training sessions, even though for him it's not very enjoyable. I always use him as an example. As an example of a person who is very disciplined. Like, if the internet goes out in his city, which happens, imagine that. The internet is down in the city. He gets in his car and drives 30 kilometers to the neighboring city to connect and attend the training. Tell me, please, has anyone here ever done something similar just to attend training on a Saturday? And now, a person with such amazing discipline will be giving a presentation. Therefore, we have a very powerful lineup of our wonderful speakers. Don't let Alexander down. To attend the presentation, you need to follow the link. But for him, he has to wake up at a different time. So, friends, we are waiting for everyone. On Tuesday, there will be a presentation by Irina Menshova and Yuri Bro. And on Thursday, a presentation by Alexander Baumgartner. It will be powerful, it will be stylish, it will be strong. Also, the guys are having another event with Evgeny Pshenitsyn, an interview on Instagram on Wednesday. So, I think you will learn about this information as well. We don't have a separate slide for this. Therefore, friends, I remind you, we have a clear escalator to your personal success. And it looks as follows. On Monday, we are here. We are here, the results of the week. Tomorrow, there will be an online presentation. On Thursday, an online presentation. And on Saturday, a partner school. Use these steps to grow your business. And each time, set yourself the goal of never being at an event alone. That is point 1, always be at the event. Point 2, do not be at the event alone. The second is this, yes. And accordingly, your business will grow. Even if you can't string 2 words together, even if you understand nothing about this cryptocurrency, even if you understand nothing about this network marketing. I have seen real stories of people who grew from being a construction worker to becoming major leaders with large intercity organizations. Why? Because they simply use the system of events. And if there is an offline event in your city or nearby, make sure to attend. Therefore, friends, we will be stronger the more we support each other, the more we move in the same direction together with the company. Therefore, friends, we remind you, NV Global, your gateway to success. And it only depends on you what wonderful world you will enter by stepping in. Perhaps you will choose the ordinary. And by coming to NV Global, you will get nothing except just thereon, some financial accruals. Or perhaps you will step into a truly vibrant life where there are friends, like-minded people, travels, aspirations, and where people talk about opportunities. They don't talk about problems. They don't whine. They create reasons. They don't discuss, perhaps not. They don't discuss problems. They create reasons for their resolution. Therefore, friends, all the best. Have a good and productive week.